Welcome everyone to these 25 rules of God-tier trading. This is my second attempt at making this video. First one, the audio just got fucked, and I just found out I have to redo all the footage. First things first, I mean, it's called 25 rules of God-tier trading, but obviously these rules don't only apply to God-tier trading, they apply to all the tiers of trading. Some of them just are aimed at God tier, but this is going to be the last video for quite a while that I'm going to make, and I just wanted to throw everything in there that I had to say about trading and that I felt like could help newer traders and even people who've been trading for a very, very long time. All of these rules I learned by trial and error, or just by copying from other traders, and honestly, I think every single rule is going to help you make some profit, or at the very least prevent you from making losses. Also, the rules don't have any specific order. It's not that rule number one is especially important and then after that they lose on importance. No, I just wrote everything in there. It's not very well organized, but I think every single one of those rules is something that you can profit from if you don't know it already. Only invest if it outperforms trading. What does it mean? Well, if you've been playing for the last 2 years, you will be noticing a very large trend of more and more people starting to invest in CSGO capsules or like TF2 case. It's like so much investing going on, of people just dumping money in something and oh my god, it's gonna go to the moon, yes. But you always have to ask yourself the questions: do I expect that this investment is going to outperform my trading, right? And for that, just assume that you have, I would say, like the average is, if you eyeball it, maybe 10% per month, right? If you trade items and you don't put too much work into it, or you have a fairly large number of items already, and you can't focus on a lot of on every single item, then I would say like 10% is what you can expect. And if you're in the lower tiers, like you can expect even higher returns from trading, right? So if you're just starting out with trading, you can expect like per month to make 100% of gains, or 50, 80, right? It's like the smaller your backpack is, the faster you grow. And only invest if you think that at the moment trading makes you less profit than investment. Yeah, but because there are a lot of people who just dump their money into stupid investments and then, yeah, well, it's gonna go up in like 1 year by 30%. It's like, doesn't matter, right? If you could have made more money trading. So don't invest unless it outperforms your trading. Rule number 2, pricing is always done by you. Rhymes, very funny. Yeah, the problem when it comes to God tiers is that pricing is not as trivial as it used to be in the lower tiers. In the lower tiers, if you have a head, I don't know, let me just bring up something on backpack.tf, and you can see like the pricing is more or less trivial, right? It can be anywhere between like 35 and 44 keys. When it comes to the high tiers, you have a lot of very rare items that haven't sold for a very long time, and therefore the prices are not as easily determined. Let me just give you an example for this. So what could be a nice example? I don't know, let's just go one nice all class unusual, and yeah, let's look for some outdated Halloween effects. Yeah, let's say I don't fucking care, something burning this way comes. You can see like it has a pricing as 452 keys, and now of course the question is, if someone comes to you with the set and he wants to quick sell it or wants to offer it on an item, as how much can you accept this? And if someone was looking to sell this set, maybe he listed it for 2,000, be like, oh my god, it's like an awesome all-class set. And don't get a bit confused by this, right? Always remember that you have to determine the prices of an item for yourself. And with this higher tier items, you most likely won't have any recent sales to rely on. What you can do is just look for similar heads. I mean, if you have like the bet effects, right? You know, they're all fairly similar. So you can, if you're looking for something burning this way comes, maybe look over to a Poison Shadow or the green one, which I don't fucking know the name, right? Chiroptera venenata. Okay. Yeah. And then compared with this, and then you can see like these have you can easily see, okay, like he's asking for 1,000, so if anyone is asking for more than 1,000, it's probably going to be unreasonable. But at the same time, you can see that there are buy orders at 430, and that there's already a confirmed sale at 650, confirmed sale at 560. So you can more accurately price it by just looking at heads that are fairly similar. Another nice way to help you price, we can just look for any other all-class heads with something burning this way comes. Okay, and here you can see the first all-class heads start at 1,000. So if you ever manage to acquire this head, you could list it for 1,000 keys and have a reasonable chance of selling it. Yeah, I don't want to make this a pricing tutorial, but I've kind of made it. But it's important not to get confused by the other person's asking price. Rule number 3: wait for the right deals. Super important if you're just starting. Again, I think I've mentioned this before, but newer people will start trading and they just they want to do something, right? They can't keep their hands still. They really want to get their hands on a new head, and they start making dumb deals. They are buying quick sells from quick sell bots, or getting convinced by other traders into like the best deal of their life. And especially when you start trading, you're only buying very close to buy orders. It's better to let a decent deal pass than to make a bad one. Of course, you have to take some risks, but never be afraid to say no to a deal if there's something fishy about it. Rule number 4: level your Steam account. Yes, I'm Steam level 50, as you maybe see in the top right corner, and I used to be level 10. And the reason why you have to level your Steam account is, first of all, you don't want your profile to look like a scammer one. The best reason to level your Steam account is the fact that you extend your friend list. You have more people, more free spots in your friend list. So I don't know how many spots you get per Steam level, but it's quite a bit. And since I've reached level 50, I didn't have to clear my friends list a single time. The reason you do this is because as you trade more and more, a lot of the deals that you will get don't come from backpack.tf, but come from other people in your friend list who want to sell their backpack, who want to quick sell some item. So I would always recommend keeping as many as possible, and especially if you do a trade with someone, keep him added. Just say, hey man, like, feel free to keep me added, I don't mind. And next time you trade with, next time you're looking to buy or sell something, just hit me up, right? I'm there for you. How do you level your Steam account? Well, very easy. You just go to steamlevels.com. This site automatically calculates which trading cards you need in order to level your Steam account. If you didn't know how to level your Steam account, you can do it with trading cards, and yeah, here you can just buy them. If you want to do it, just like, it's easy. They explain you how to fucking do it. Rule number 5: there are no bad items, there are only bad prices. Yeah, a lot of people just won't accept items that they don't like as payment, and that's dumb. Always accept at least at buy orders. You can accept everything if the price is right, if the overpay is good enough. So if someone comes to you with some fucked up war paint that doesn't sell forever, just, yeah, okay, it's like, I take it, but you will have to overpay. And if they don't like it, right, if they say, oh man, like, you're being so greedy, and just tell them to sell it themselves, right? Just, okay man, like, you sell it for pure, and then come back with the pure, and like, no problem. and then they will realize that it actually takes an insane amount of time to sell this, and that the deal that they are getting is actually not as bad as they might think it is. Rule number 6, figure out PayPal and crypto transaction fees. Well, why do you need that? Well, if you go into higher tier trading, you will notice that a lot of people will start doing cash deals. What we are seeing now is that more and more of the PayPal users are starting to shift into crypto. And the reason for that is you run absolutely no chance of getting chargeback scammed when you use cryptocurrencies. And another thing that's even better is the fees, right? If you use PayPal to send US dollar transactions to someone who only can receive euros, they will take a fee for converting the US dollars into euros, which is more than unreasonable. And yeah, it's like the exchange rate they offer is just like, it's dumb. What I recommend you is just make a Binance account, make a Coinbase account. I will link some, I will put some links in the descriptions. And I mean, you don't have to fucking use them, but just get a basic understanding of crypto and use it to buy one key just to see how it works. Rule number 7, stay clean. Said it before, incredibly important. A lot of big traders have been fucked because they try to do something scummy, and it's not just scamming that will get you absolutely butt fucked. It's asking other people to like move up prices with you in order to price manipulate, creating fake offers, in general lying about something concerned with trading, like all that shit, like not worth it. You're gonna get fucked. Rule number 8, when CSGO then buff. Yeah, if you ever receive CSGO skins in a trade, just set them on buff and then use the balance to buy TF2 keys. Figure out how the site works. Took me like 1 day because I'm a little bit slow, right? But maybe you can do it faster. And yeah, once you figured it out, and next time someone offers you a CSGO skin, and you can take them at 90% of full price and then flip them within a week, because like they have a trading hold, and then you get your 10% within a week, and that's for CSGO skins fairly reasonable. Yeah, so no reason to not accept CSGO skins. You can always flip them instantly on buff for the 2.5% fee. Rule number 9, items aren't for free and so is your time. What does that mean? Okay, let me close buff 163. Always remember that your time is worth something. If you do a big bulk buy, right? If you buy an entire backpack, and there are all these little items for less than 1 key. Don't even pay buy orders for those. Might seem a bit greedy at the first thought, but you have to realize that if you would accept buy orders for these, right, you would spend, like, even if you accepted them at buy order price, and even if you sold them for full price, right, you would only make a scrap extra, right? So you would just resell them for buy orders yourself. And it's going to take a lot of time to go through all the different items. If you have ever managed a bulk buy and went ahead and sold every single item that's worth less than a key, you know what I mean, right? It takes hours and you don't make anything. So if there's a bulk buy, the lower tier items, just like eyeball them in a way that you accept them as 10 or 30% less than buy orders, because it's a real pain in the ass to and it takes a huge amount of time to sell 100 items that are low tier, right? Rule number 10, bulk sales are nothing for human hands. Yeah, well, goes to the same category as before, value your own time. If you ever manage to get a bulk sell, if you ever manage to get a bulk buy, find an effective way to redistribute those items. What I do is just like, I'm selling on Manco store. I just dump all the low tier items in there. You can also make your own trading board. You can rent one from gladiator.tf and just throw them on there. You can, maybe you're one of the lucky few who are listed on Marketplace, right? Maybe you're listed Marketplace sellers, and you just throw them on there. But yeah, don't try to manage them yourself. Find a different way. It's super painful, and there are other ways to manage these huge amount of items that you get from buying an entire backpack. Rule number 11, your taste sucks and you cannot predict the future. Yeah, that's how it is. Maybe it's just my taste that sucks, but every time when you look at an item and you think, oh my god, that looks amazing, and therefore it's going to go up in price, don't make these assumptions. Other people like other heads than you, and I mean, just it doesn't work. I don't know a single player that this has worked for, and I still hear it all the time. It's like, oh look, like this new war paint. It's like, oh, it looks so good. It's definitely gonna go up in price. And I mean, remember, right? You have to outperform your trading with the investments. So don't do it, right? Just assume that your own taste sucks, and you don't know whether the fuck the items are going. If they're going up or down, who the fuck knows? Rule number 12, right? Always flip high tier liquids as soon as possible. High tier liquids, mostly Australians, but also low tier unusuals that have buy orders and sell orders very close together. Very, very useful rule, and I don't think hardly anyone knows about it. Let's say you just got an Australian sniper rifle, right? It's worth 83 keys, and like you have buy orders at 38 keys, and buy orders at 38, and sell orders at 38.5 keys. And I mean, you're the greedy little trader who wants to get every single thing out of it, and you list it for 38.5, and you think, oh, it's gonna sell super fast, and that's gonna be it, right? I will have it sold within 2 or 3 days for that price. Okay, here's the problem with that. I mean, sure, Australian sniper rifles have the chance to sell very, very quickly. However, even those high tier liquids have the tendency to fluctuate in price. So they go down a few keys or they go up a few keys. And the important thing is you will never profit from these price changes. Let's say you list it for 38.5 keys and the price goes up. What's going to happen? Well, your sniper rifle just gets sold for 38.5 keys, because like that's how moving prices work, right? All the cheap ones getting sold, and all you get from the price going up is the half a key, right? But if the price is going down, right, your sniper rifle stays up for sale while it goes down for like 2 or 3 keys. That's not uncommon. You just list them, and like the next day, like bots move 2 keys down, and now you're stuck with a sniper rifle, and you can hope that it goes up in price. But usually that doesn't happen for another week or so, and yeah, then you have to move down in price by 1 or 2 keys when you could have sold it for much more before. So yeah, with higher liquids, always remember that if buy orders and sell orders are super close together, the fluctuation in that price is never going to benefit you, right? Because if it goes up, your item sells. If it goes down, you get fucked. Rule number 13, everything is for sale. Again, many people have fallen into this trap. They want to trade for their favorite loadout, and they have their dream unusual. They reach it, or they just come buy an item that they really like, and now that's theirs, right? I hope that doesn't fuck with the microphone. It's theirs, right? They want to keep it, and I love this item. I want to play with this. I don't want to list it. And that really hurts your trading game in the long run, especially if you do it in a too early stage. I would say if you ever lock away more than 5% of your total backpack value, you're doing one of the dumbest stuff you can do. Even today, with my fairly large backpack, I only have 1 or 2 items that I don't sell. I have a strange scattergun, which is signed by Yoms, which I don't sell, and then I have another one signed by Ash, which I got signed for free because he fucked up in a trade we did, and yeah, that was like his way to make it up to me. The profit you're making while trading is proportional to the items that you're actually trading with. So if you have 100 keys and you make 10% profit per month, which at 100 keys backpack is absolutely terrible, you could definitely make way more than just 10 keys per month if you're still in these very low tiers. Yeah, let's say you have 100 keys, 10% per month, and you lock up like 50% of that for your strange original, and then you're only making 5 keys instead of 10 keys, and that's gonna hurt you very, very bad in the long run, right? Because like the next month you have 105 you have 55 instead of 110 keys to trade with. And I mean, exponential growth, right? If you've been awake in math class, maybe you've heard about it. Okay, rule number 14: don't unbox. Absolutely no-brainer, I know, but again, it has to do with the exponential growth of your backpack. If you just assume like the 10% increase of your backpack's value, and you have to realize it doesn't only hurt you in the short run, but the loss is going to become even greater over time, or like the missed profits. Okay, rule number 15: advertise yourself. One of the first rules most traders get is put something trading related in your name, like Darius buying backpacks, buying quick sales, selling so much unusuals, right? A lot of stuff you can put in there, but don't just keep it to the name. I would say advertise yourself on the backpack.tf forums. They have a section for cash trading, for item trading. There are certain Steam groups for very niche trading, for like war paints, or for a certain like group of people who are a very big fan of a certain effect. So if you fall in one of these niches, if you have like a favorite effect to trade with, or maybe you're really deep into I don't know, like what's the name of this war paint, Mecca, blah blah blah, right? Where you have green gems and then blue gems, and they have their own trading group. And I'm sure if you did trading with that, right, you really want to be you want to have your presence in that Steam group and post some trading related stuff there so people can find you. Rule number 16: look at other high tier traders. Just be a copycat. See what other people are doing. Just go to backpack.tf ranking, and then you can just see, okay, like this nervous pyro, this looks like a trader, this looks like a trader. And I mean, yeah, this looks like a trader, buying and selling keys, this looks like a trader. I don't know, go, okay, this doesn't look like a trader anymore. Just go through the backpack and see where the money is at, right? See what they are doing. And of course, you can also always add these people and just ask for advice on trading. I mean, I've copied a lot from other bigger traders. I didn't figure out all of these trading rules myself. Some of them I just stole from other people. That's how it is. Look at other traders, especially if they're competing with you, right? If you're in the same niche as someone else, very important you figure out what they are doing. Rule number 17: find out what the other party wants. I just stole that rule from Wayne. If you don't know Wayne, Wayne is number 2 backpack. I think I just showed him. He made a post on Steam about how to get into trading a few years ago, which is definitely worth reading. I'm gonna post it in the description. Like very good tips in there, and some of them I just stole. The best things I've seen in there is find out what the other party wants. And easiest way to do that is just to ask them. A few days ago, I was trading with another guy, and it was a fairly large trade. It was about 1,000 keys. Items about 1,000 keys involved on both sides. And because my big item was worth like 700, I needed something around 300 keys to add them, right? And I was willing to say 300 pure, because like his item was more than just 1000 flat. I would make decent profit if I just added 300 pure. But the guy didn't want 300 keys pure, right? It just like wasn't enough for him, and I wasn't willing to go much higher than 300 pure. But then I remembered the rule: find out what the other party wants. And one very easy way to do that, I mean, it's just asking them. But another way is you can see what class they main, right? And I did do that, and I found out that he main Scout by quite a bit more than he mained any other class. And I went ahead and instead of pure, I started offering him Scout items that just look nice and went well with the higher tier heads that I was offering him. And he ended up selling the head, and the items that I added weren't even worth 300 keys. It's a very good opportunity for you to replace the pure that you add in a trade with items that you want to get rid of. So yeah, amazing rule that makes both sides happy, and makes you quite a nice buck if you know how to use it at the right time. Rule number 18, find out how backpack.tf works and use it daily. I didn't do this for the longest time. I used it daily, but there are a lot of little features that you really should take your time to know. Like for example, do you know how to look for killstreak kits, right? In the classified listings, do you know how to sort them? Do you know how to look for special war paints? Did you know that this latest news banner existed, right? That's also something, that's always something very important to look at. Rule number 19, learn how to negotiate or shut the fuck up. Sounds a little bit harsh, but many people find a way to fuck up their trades by talking too much. Many people assume when they start with trading that they are a good negotiator, and that's wrong. For 99% of the people, so just assume that you are a shitty one as well, because most likely it's going to be true. Negotiating is a skill that you have to learn over years, and I don't think it comes naturally to a lot of people, or maybe it doesn't come natural to any people. But yeah, if you don't know what an anchor is, if you don't know what a nibbler is, something I can always recommend is watch a Dawson, right? Maybe I'm gonna put a link in the description as well. He's very good at explaining how negotiating works, and how you get what you want out of a negotiation. So figure out how to negotiate, and if you don't know how to negotiate, just try to talk as few as possible doing your trades. Rule number 20, get backpack.tf premium. The premium features are incredibly important if you are selling multiple items, or even if you just sell a few items and you wanna use the premium search, see who the other owners are, and yeah, it costs like 5 keys for 2 months. So always get backpack.tf premium, super important. Pays itself back in no time. Rule number 21, keep new items moving. If there's been an update, there are new items. It's okay to trade with new items, but when you get an item, you have to resell it as fast as possible. And that's because most, if not all, of the new items drop as soon as they come out, and they drop with an incredible speed. That's why a lot of people don't want to trade with them. I personally really don't like trading with them, but that's also a reason why the competition can be very weak with these newer items, and you can get insane deals just quick buying an item and then reselling it for like double the amount in a very short amount of time. But if you keep it for longer than 1 week, chances are you're going to take a big loss on the item. So yeah, if you have a new item, flip it. Rule number 22, always undercut other sellers. Always be the cheapest. Even if it's just one scrap, always be the cheapest. The listing on the top, on the classifieds of backpack.ts, always get the most offers. right, they always sell the quickest, because if people are looking to buy an item, they will instantly always click at the item at the top, even though your item might only be a scrap cheaper than the item underneath it, right? And maybe this guy would even take less than you for pure, but they will still contact you the first, and that's what you want. And don't be too lazy to regularly go through your items and update the prices. Maybe get a script for it if that's what you want to do, right? Just figure out a way to make your items the cheapest and stay at the top. That's super important. That way you get the most offers. Don't be too lazy to update your prices. Rule number 23, always collect information as soon as something new happens. Especially with updates, this is fairly easy. I mean, there are a lot of sources of information, but the first thing when an update comes out, which sadly doesn't happen too often anymore, always immediately check the release notes, see if there are any balance changes or if they changed anything about items, right? You remember when they just changed the corpse carrier from like being a Halloween restricted item, moved it to the bonus section and no longer made the strange version accessible? Super important information, right? If you were one of the first one, you probably made a big buck there. But you will see some items just going up by like 100, 200%. And if that happens, immediately find out why, right? That's like one of the biggest alarm bells that you can have for signs of profit. If there's a spontaneous movement in the market, which seems more than unreasonable, find out why it's happening. If you're one of the first actors, there's going to be a nice way to make some decent profit of it. Rule number 24, if you don't get offers, create them. And very important, if you still have only a few items, or if you have one item that takes up a large value of your backpack, then you will have to put effort into selling it if you don't get any offers on it for within a month, right? If you have an item that's worth more than 10% of your backpack and you don't get an offer on it for 1 month, you need to send other people trade offers with this, right? You just cannot allow yourself to get stuck with this item. Value your item however the fuck you want to value it, right? You can value it way too high, but put it out there. Send like 20 offers a day to random people, and you will get a lot of hate for that, right? If people want to bitch about it, let them bitch, right? And even if you don't sell it for the wanted price, oftentimes what will happen is people will send you a counter offer, and at that point, right, you already got something out of it. And then you can use the counter offers that you received as offers that you got on your item, and that gives you a way bigger leverage in the negotiation, and will allow you to move up the price. And of course, like, people can always accept the trade offers, right? Maybe they just didn't know you had it up there and they really liked the item. Stuff like that happens, right? No reason to be pessimistic. Like, the craziest shit has happened in trading. Rule number 25, start bidding wars. If you're looking to quick sell an item, don't just go to one quick seller, go to multiple and let them offer on it. One of the worst things one of the worst messages I get from people who are looking to quick sell items to me is, wait a minute, I'm also talking to I'm also talking to Nervous Pyro. I'm also talking to insert any other like trader. I'm also talking to Frost. I'm also talking to who the fuck cares, right? Because then I know like there's gonna be bidding war, right? I'm gonna offer something, and then the other person is gonna offer something, and we're gonna slowly start overcutting each other. And I mean, the deal is gonna get worse and worse, and we'll have to figure out what the absolute minimum is that one of us is willing to work for. But if you're selling something, right, that's the best thing you can do, right? If you're looking to quick sell your items, if you're ever looking to sell your backpack, Don't just go to one person, right? Go to 3 or 4 and be like, hey, how much do you offer me for that? And then you can say, oh yeah, Wayne offered me like $500. Can you offer me more than that? And then I can offer you 505. And then you go back to Wayne and right, how much? You know what I'm trying to tell you, right? Don't just go to one, go to multiple, and let them outbid each other. Yeah, those were the 25 rules for God tier trading or any trading at all. Like I said, this was the last video for God knows how long, maybe forever. I hope this was useful. Maybe you feel like none of this is useful, right? But I hope it was.